Hey everybody, this is Dr. Paymer here. This is with Dr. Kennedy as well today. We want to address, because I almost feel bad, Doc, even doing this, because we're playing into the fear of the media. So this is really why we're on. First of all, fear is a liar. That's number one. So I'm going to go over some really cool statistics with you to help calm everybody. The world is literally almost shutting down. Our schools after today, 3-week break if you live in the state of Ohio, which most of our followers do. But I'm going to go over something from Dr. Ron Perot. So now this guy is a stud. He's the chief of cancer prevention research. So that means the head dog at New York's Preventive Medicine Institute, the professor of medicine and environmental health at New York University. So this guy has his PhD doctorate degree in immunology. And what they found is this was a chiropractic specific study. And what they found is that, and I'm going to go through some more studies here with you as well, discovered that patients, chiropractic patients, all right, people that were getting what we do here at Paymer Chiropractic, we have multiple clinics around the United States, people that were getting adjusted had a 200% greater immune function. So we hear everything, if you go back to bird flu, Ebola, H1N1, all the fear with the coronavirus, everything getting shut down. Here's the thing, when you optimize this thing up here called the brain, because the brain runs everything. I'll make it really simple, Doc. We always talk about patients. It doesn't matter if your knee hurts or you have an ingrown toenail. If you cut this thing off and lay it off to the side, it doesn't matter what you do to those areas, because this is the generator of life. Our brains, how God put life inside of us is amazing. Think about how two cells came together and created you. Well, do you think that amazing intelligence that created you out of two cells might be able to fight off something a little bit that's unseen, that's floating around out there? Yes, we have to be wise. Yes, we want to wash our hands. Yes, we want to do things that are safe, because we also have this wonderful thing up here called intelligent brain, or an educated brain, that gives us the ability to make good decisions. However, fear is a liar, and people are scared. So here's what I want you to understand. Some of the top researchers on the planet under chiropractic care, this is a chiropractic study, 200% greater immune system than anybody that has not or had not received care, 400% greater immune function than people with any serious disease or cancer. So think about this, people that are old, people that are unwell, people that have lung issues or chronic disease or cancer, just what this study went over. If you know somebody, or if that's you, or if it's in your family, bring them in. Bring them in. Make sure. We see lots of patients. We get hundreds and hundreds of referrals, whether it's through the Facebook that we do right now, whether it's through our outreach programs that we have in our community. It is not because we need new patients. What we do need is to squash people's fear and allow them to have the best chance to optimize their immune function. I want to go over just a couple other research articles. So this is a quote. It says, chiropractic may optimize whatever genetic ability that you have so that you can fully resist disease. So the number one essential for health is not, listen to me, going over and, trying to eradicate a bug that you can't see, or a virus in this case that you can't see. It's literally optimizing what's inside of you. Does that make sense? So I'm going to go over some other pretty cool statistics, and this is by Keith Wasung, and this is about the central nervous system. Then I'm going to jump back to immunology again. Here's the thing. This is from, again, the Keith Wasung article that quotes Dr. Robert Rountree with immunotics. It says the inability for antibiotics, which everyone comes in, scared to death, antibiotics, more drugs, more things putting into their body, to wipe out disease entirely, and the emergence of antibiotic-resistant bacteria and superinfections has led many distinguished researchers and physicians to conclude that the answer to disease is not stronger medications. Rather, the solution lies in attacking the disease from the inside by strengthening the body's natural defense. Your brain, your central nervous system literally runs and literally energizes the immune system from the thalamus, the different cells that are in your body, white blood cells that are like the Navy SEALs, the Delta Force inside of you, the top killing cells that attack everything that's going on. Let me read this to you. So let's go back to immunology. So even patients that came in with headaches, low back pain, arm pain, numb pain, musculoskeletal conditions, significant increase in circulating B lymphocytes and immunoglobulins in 63 to 75% of patients with skeletal conditions following a chiropractic adjustment. So it doesn't even matter. You're not even coming in for immunology. You come in because of headache, come in because your mid back is set, come in because of leg pain or hip pain. Doesn't matter. You still get the benefit. That's how the brain works, right? So B lymphocytes, the changes were as high as 200%, right? Even though it was just a spinal condition. And that's from Vora, Bates, and Alcorn. So these are all cited research studies. And what I want to encourage you is that, again, fear is a liar. Use your brain, and then make sure that your nerve system is optimally functioning, speaking to every part of your body. Every cell has direct nerve supply. I'm going to read you one more thing, and then Dr. Kennedy is going to jump in. Well, let's talk about, so here's what I want you to look at. The neuroendocrine immunology is a point of intersecting in the field of immunology. We're talking about an immune system that is greater than something that's unseen, something that allows me to live, have my being, have a future, do the things that God's called you to do on this earth, that you want to do with your family, that you're not missing out, that you're not living in this fear. It's part of something that's called psychoneuroimmunology. The emerging concept is that cells of the immune system and the inflammatory systems communicate directly with the peripheral or the central nervous system. So I'm going to step out of picture here for a moment, but if we're looking at how so the central nervous system is your brain and your spinal cord and spinal nerves. So when you have optimal function from the brain through this wonderful thing, which is literally the brain, it's not like a separate structure, it's the brain in your back. When it can optimally function, your immune level is going to be higher. And that's what I want you to realize. I'm going to encourage you, again, if you know somebody that's sick, that's coughing, cancer, people that have low immune system, let's check their spine, their nerve system for interference, for misalignment, for something that's called a bone out of place that pinches or interferes with that mental transmission. It may cause pain. Majority of the nerve system does not cause pain, right? It has to do with something that's called function, just like we're speaking about, regulating your immune system, making sure your digestive, your cardiovascular systems are functioning at 100%. You don't feel that. That's not a thing. It's either working or not working. So we want to encourage you, give us a call, 419-529-2703. I'll turn the rest of it over to Dr. Kennedy.
Yeah, so how can we help? What Dr. Matt was saying is that you strengthen your immune system through chiropractic care. So most of the deaths that we're seeing from the coronavirus and that we even see from influenza are due to the fact that people had a pre-existing condition, which means they've already got something going on. Their immune systems are already compromised and they're weak on the inside. And the reason why everybody that gets the flu doesn't die is just that reason. Same with this coronavirus. If you've got a pre-existing condition, you're going to be weaker on the inside. So that's how we help you, by checking your nervous system and making sure that you're stronger on the inside and that you're functioning optimally the way God intended at 100%. So come in and get checked, get an x-ray, let's talk about health, and let's talk about how we can eliminate this fear and put more faith into yourself for healing.
So please share this. Let people know that there is something that's greater inside of them than this fear that's going out. Again, be smart. You know, here's the thing. You should wash your hands, whether it's during the flu season anyway. I mean, don't be lazy. You want to do all those things normally. That's just called hygiene. That's not called preventing anything. That's just called, public health and hygiene. There's actually classes on that. But we want you to strengthen yourself. This is what Dr. Kennedy was talking about. On the inside, eliminate fear. God bless. We'll speak to everybody soon.